Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you want to see how I achieve this look, just keep on watching. I drew my eyebrow off camera, so now I'm alighting, and I'm alighting making use of the Zikel concealer palette. So I'm using a 2 shade lighter than a skin tone. So I'm blending now. I'm blending with same Zikel palette. So to outline the upper part of the eyebrow, I make use of a foundation shade, and I mixed the V-Beauty foundation and Fit Me foundation. I mix it together to get a correct skin tone, which I'm using to outline the upper brows. Now I'm moving on to the eye. I'm making use of the Zikel palette that you can see in the picture as my transition shade. So I'm using the darkest shade in the palette as my transition shade. And moving on to the eyes, I make use of my girl palette. I'm using the pink and the gold shade, the shimmeries in the eyeshadow palette. I'm using it for the inner corner of the eyes. So I'm blending using a dark shade from the my girl palette, a matte dark shade, brownish shade from the my girl palette. Actually, I didn't line her face because she said I shouldn't line her face. So earlier now you saw me prepping her skin. I make use of the Blossom vitaminc serum from Blossom and Punch to mattify her face. And here goes a primer from LA Girl Cosmetics. So I'm using it on her face. So now I'm spraying with my case beauty spray. Then I make use of the Zikel lockup spray to lock everything up. So there it goes, the foundation I mixed, combination of V-Beauty and Fit Me foundation. So now I'm contouring. I'm blending the contours. So I want to do cream blush. I'm making use of the red shade in my Imagic lip palette as my blush. So I'm applying it, I'm blending it. As you can see, that's the Imagic lip palette. So I'm using the red shade. In my Imagic lip palette as my blush. So So now I'm using the brush I used to blend the foundation to blend all things together. Now I'm concealing with the same concealer I used to highlight while highlighting. So that was the Zikel concealer palette you saw in my hand earlier now. So now I'm blending everything together using the same brush I used in blending foundation. Take note, blending all together with same brush I used to blend my foundation. So now I'm powdering all the faces. So I'm setting right now. I'm setting using the same Zikel powder. I'm using the lighter shade to highlight our face. The place I added concealer, I'm using a light shade on it. So now I'm moving on to setting all the face with our exact skin tone. I'm making use of a powder palette which I don't know the brand. So I'll get the brand. All products used will be written in the description box. So now I'm powder contouring. I'm powder contouring her face using the same powder palette I use in setting all her face. All products used will be in the description box below, so do well to click on the description box to see all products used. So now I'm applying powder blush on her cheek. So I'm asking her to smile. Here. So I'm applying powder blush on her cheek. And on the tip of her nose. So now I'm using the brush to blend. Note in makeup, key is blending. Everything pertaining to makeup, key is blending. Now I'm contouring her nose. I'm doing powder contour on her nose. So I'm using the darkest shade in my Zikel powder palette to contour her nose. The same shade I use in contouring her forehead. So I'm using that same shade to contour her nose. Note in makeup, blending is key. Blending is key. So learn to blend. So now I'm baking using a very light shade in my Zikel concealer palette. For me, I don't bake using setting powder. I bake with the lighter shade I'm going to use for highlighting in my powder palette. Everybody has their own techniques. For me, this is my own technique that works well for me. I make use of the lighter shade I'm going to use to highlight. So now this is the lipstick. I make use of the red and the somehow brownish color for my lip. So I use the red to outline and then I use the brownish color for the inner corner. So now I will still go with a pink shade on it. So I'm blending. Note in makeup, blending is what? Key. So now I'm pushing in the powder to the skin. Now I want to apply the setting spray to lock it up, to melt the powdery product in. So now I'm locking it up with my Zikel lockup spray. Now I'm highlighting. That is, I'm applying bronzer on the cheek and on my nose, on the bridge of the nose rather. Now I'm highlighting. I'm applying bronzer. Anyone you call it, bronzing it up or highlighting. Blending is key. You have to learn the art of blending for your makeup to come out well. So now I'm using my hand to apply the bronzer on the tip of the nose so that it will pop. You can see the difference now. You can see the difference. Thank you for watching. Do well to like, subscribe, comment, like.